In this video, I'll take you on a tour of the largest outdoor sport trade show here in Europe, where we can meet some of the people behind the brands that you already love, as well as some newcomers that I'm sure you've never heard of. Let's go behind the scenes and see what's on offer here at Expo Outdoor in Munich.
One of the themes for Expo this year was through hiking, which is really cool. We're seeing more ultralight tents, we're seeing the goofy umbrellas, we're seeing the hiking skirts, a whole bunch of ultralight gear. But it's really good to see smaller cottage American brands bring this stuff over. Behind me is basically Camp Oregon. We have 6 Moon Designs. Hopefully we can chat to Whitney in a second. We have Sea Nook, and we also have CeeLo gear. So let's see if Whitney's available for a chat. Because you've been just hustling here the whole time.
All day. Gotta make it happen.
So some of you guys from the States probably know Whitney already. Whitney's, you're like sales and marketing for 6 Moons?
Yep,
Yeah.
VP of Sales and Marketing, 6 Moons.
And I want us to talk about your tattoos because you got some serious ink there, brother.
Okay. Yeah, where do you want to start? Which leg? Let's start with the long leg? Okay. This was 1996. I threw like the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
I found a dog. So when I had her do this tattoo, I had her do a silhouette of me and my dog hiking. And then 2016, for my 20th anniversary, I hiked the Continental Divide Trail. So I had them do the Continental Divide Trail logo. And if you look closely, you'll see there's an ant on top of that tattoo. And the reason is when you're on the CDT, every day when you take a break, these little black and red ants crawl all over you no matter where you are. New Mexico, all the way north. They're just always crawling all over you when you take a break. So.
This is not motivating me to do this.
Oh, the CDT is the best. It's the best.
Okay, what else we got?
All right, then on this leg, this is my Oregon leg. So the Oregon Desert Trail is a 750-mile serpentine route that goes through the southeastern corner of Oregon in the desert. I did that in 2018. And then the Chinook Trail is a 353-mile horseshoe loop through the Columbia River Gorge. And in 2014, me and 2 of my friends were the first 3 people to ever hike it. We did all the mapping for it and everything. And then the Blue Mountains Trail is a 585-mile route that's being developed in the northeastern corner of Oregon in the Hells Canyon area. And in 2020, me and 2 of my friends were the first 3 people to thru hike that.
So what do you think is happening here in Europe in terms of through hiking and ultralight stuff?
I think that Europe in thru hiking and ultralight is going through what the U.S. went through about 20 years ago.
Yeah, we're behind.
Yeah, you're definitely behind. Because, I mean, like whenever I go hiking here, it's still big leather boots on a lot of people.
Yeah.
Big, giant 70, 100-liter backpack. We hiked like that in the 90s, and then we learned that the lighter you go, the funner it is. But I think there's some great people in Europe who've come to the States and thru hiked. I think there's a lot more information that's shared with the younger generation. So I think it's harder to shift the mindset of the older generation in Europe to see like the light of going ultralight.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of the younger people, they're online, they're reading the forums, they see what people are doing on YouTube, and so they're going through the transition and getting up to speed on ultralight. So
yeah, I'm trying to bring it to Europe. It's good to see you here, man. And I love the style. I love the skirt.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to rock the skirt one day. Let's see.
Yeah, Purple Rain Adventure skirts, handmade in Oregon, great product. I've hiked thousands and thousands of miles in them. We put this out on the floor this week. I think it's a great shelter that doesn't get enough attention. It has a nice stable design, diamond shape, so it's very wind resistant. My favorite feature is that you can roll back both doors for 300-degree views of the sky at night. And it also has a 60-40 offset peak. So it's very long inside, but with that offset peak, when you sit up, there's lots of usable headroom. It's a great shelter, super stable. I used it across Iceland last year on a traverse. It held up through like really heavy winds, some really nasty weather we had, and just safe and sound in there all day long. All right, guys, good to see you.
Thanks, man. Cheers. Let's keep wandering around. I came here yesterday and I saw Zero and I was like, yes. My arch nemesis, Steven Chasson, is going to be here and we can fight to the death. But he didn't come. Steven, you're a coward. Come and face me in Europe next time. I'm kidding. Steven and I are best buds. I'm not wearing Zero shoes at the moment, but I do have the sandals in my backpack. Always got them in my backpack. Love those guys. Let's go check out one exhibitor that came all the way from Seattle. Let's see if the boys from Cover are around. How you doing, man? Good to see ya.
Yeah.
That's pretty funky. That's my jam. I'm a big collector of vintage polar fleeces. Making this kind of stuff for a really long time, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the company's been around for 30 years, 31 years. We started with headwear, the strap cap. The owner was running commercial fishing boats in Alaska, and his hat kept losing his hat in the wind. So at the time, adventure sandal was just hit the market.
So he basically used like the sandal strap and then jerry rigged a hat out of it.
Yeah, bingo. The first one was made with fishing line. Yeah. You know, he said, God, I think I might have something here. I might have an idea. It might be a crazy one, but it might be an idea. And went back to Seattle after the season fishing in Alaska and found a manufacturer. And since 1993, every single one of these hats and all of these USA-made hats have been made by the same family in Seattle. Yeah.
There's one thing I want to ask you about, actually. It's the Carvu Beer Buddy. Did you bring one?
Yeah, of course. We're always ready. Although we have the Beer Buddy, but we don't have any beer. It's all gone. And it was also for product testing. It's quite important to make sure that it stands up to the rigors of the field.
So if you want to walk around and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cans,
then you're set. So it's a bunch of drinking paraphernalia because we're a outdoor lifestyle brand. For us, it's about being outside and having fun. So we just want to make products that make people smile and make us smile.
One of the exhibitors I wanted to talk to is from Third Rock. Chill climbing pants, casual pants, but also some really nice board shorts and some kind of casual stuff. I think like the first thing that caught my eye was like, these are funky as hell. I would definitely use those. Maybe a little shorter.
Oh, you want them shorter?
Shorter.
Oh, really?
Shorter the better. So you guys are essentially making kind of rock climbing vibe stuff, but also very casual.
Yeah. So our focus is real transitional garments that kind of work hard.
It's chilling at the crag and also going to the beach afterwards.
Exactly, yeah. That's what Third Rock's about. And being sustainable, planet Earth.
Right.
Third Rock from the sun.
Talk to us about that. I'm really interested in these pants actually, in the grid mesh that's going on there.
Yeah, so we've got a ripstop fabric, which is new for us this season, because I wanted to create the organic cotton elastane fabric that is also a little bit lighter than the twill. So we have ecomorph denim, which is organic cotton, recycled elastane, 4-way stretch denim. Literally the most comfortable, best jeans you'll ever wear.
Can we climb in them?
Obviously. Like, look, they've got the biggest cut crotch. It goes ankle to ankle.
That's pretty good.
It's more to do with what your body can do rather than, yeah, you see that? No rips. And movement enhanced, well fitted and super comfortable. And that's like my aim.
Thank you for your work, and it's great to see a woman making stuff for women, but also for men. I would totally wear this. Yeah. I absolutely vibe with this. Thanks very much, Jess. And let's go check out what else we have to offer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Enjoy your last day.
Yeah, will do.
See you, Ed. See you guys. Let's go. So Rab have absolute A1 spot here.
What we wanted to do was create a higher capacity running vest, running pack. That had the stability, security and the stash options of a more traditional running vest, which is in our collection as well. The material that we're using on the actual chassis is mono mesh, so it eliminates any spacer materials and foams, and what it does, it brings the pack much closer to your body. I do a lot of running in the UK, in particular in the Scottish Highlands, where the weather is pretty demanding. So actually having a waterproof bag that you can just go out all day in and not have to worry about it.
So it's kind of fast packing, longer trail running.
Yeah.
Dope to see Rab kind of pushing a little bit more in the ultralight direction.
Yeah.
Little ice axe loops.
Yeah.
Just in case you wanted to go a little bit alpine.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, thanks for your time.
So this is kind of the climbing, mountaineering focused area. We have the bouldering wall. Most of this stuff was pretty doable. This yellow one, absolutely impossible. I don't think I've seen anyone send that yet. Camp 8848 is a Nepalese brand, and I've been seeing them kind of pop up every time I go to Kathmandu. I would be wandering through all of the little shops in Tamil, and I would be looking at the stuff that's made in Nepal, like the fake North Face stuff. What I noticed when I looked at Camp 8848 is like, these are actually legit. These seals are amazing. Let's see if they're available for a little chat. How we doing? Doing really well. Good to see you, man. This is Linus, so he's importing Camp 8848 into Germany. And we have Prashamsha, and she is the daughter of the founder.
Hi.
Hi.
Why did you decide to start bringing this product to Germany?
Because I was so impressed with it that I actually wanted to buy it myself, and I couldn't. So that's why I'm here 4 years later.
So you use this stuff?
Absolutely, yeah. I've tried wearing my jacket that you sold me 4 years ago to death. I haven't managed yet, even though I get shouted at all the time for it looking as bad as it does.
Do you have it? Can we have a look at it?
Yeah, and you can see it's a bit. She always asks how much I wash it.
How much do you wash it?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't wash my stuff at all. So your father started this company, and basically the stuff that you're producing, a lot of the Sherpas are wearing, like pretty much everyone that I see who is working as a guide is wearing this stuff, which is pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's really nice. And actually on the quality, like we try to import like mainly the big brands like Dermajik Story, and we work with YKK. And we also work with like Goose Down, which is like we are using 850 feel. And then we have no compromise on quality and its ethics, and we are treating our stuff really well. So it's not about only creating or exporting brand to worldwide, but we are also into humanity and all that stuff. So our workers been working from last like 30 years and 20 years.
This is made in Kathmandu. It's made in Nepal. I'm pretty sure this is the only Nepalese exhibitor here. But like I said, when I started, filtering through all this gear into metal shops in Kathmandu, I was like, this is legit. And I think anyone that's been to the Himalayas, they know this company is legit. So thank you for coming all the way here.
Thank you so much.
And
And it was really nice to meet you and like you having with us.
I've been hanging out with these guys the whole time. I'm a little biased. All right. Thanks for the coffee. And we'll see you soon. Let's go check out what else is here. Okay, we are in Hall 2. Okay, this area basically is like Chinatown. So there is like a ton of exhibitors here, kind of tents and the kind of stuff you would tend to find on maybe Amazon or Alibaba, and all kinds of stuff that I wouldn't really expect. We do have some like traditional kind of hiking stuff, and if there's one place here that I really want to find called Nature Hike. Okay, so this is the place. I found it. This is what I was looking for. This place really stood out to me. This is the first time I've seen it actually in the flesh. I've seen it on Amazon and Alibaba. I don't know, there's something about it that just seems like it's a higher level of knowledge about what ultralight through hikers are looking for. You can just kind of tell, but that's super light, dangerously light. They're also making backpacks. 30 litre, looks like some kind of grid stop, not sure. If I had to guess, I would say that these are retailing a fair bit cheaper than some of the other European-based ones. The price of gear itself is sometimes prohibitively expensive, and so having an option that is, from my eye looking at it now, good quality, but also probably a lot more affordable, it's good to have that as an option. So that's Nature Hike. I would definitely give it a tick of approval on the budget side of things, but also the quality looks really good as well. So this is kind of the cooking area. We have pots here, like Tokes. We have GSI outdoors. I think MSR around here somewhere. We have Jet Boil. So this is where you're going to get some of your food, some of your cooking, some of your cups, and we're getting pretty close to some of the water sports stuff as well. Actually, there's something super interesting I want to have a look at here. Oh, here it is. I hope these guys don't mind.
Material, yes. He's asked about the material. It's from, yeah.
Secret.
It's a secret. It's the softest eggshell type pad I ever felt.
Right now, it's the most light format in the R value of 1.4 in the world. I mean, in the world, it's the most light format in this R value.
So we have some crazy light mattresses. We have some ultralight tents. We have some sleeping bags.
Hey guys, want me to say hi?
What's your name?
Bill Gamber.
Bill. Nice to meet you, Bill.
Introducing our new ultralight backpacks.
Okay.
What's it called? Called the Sweetwater series.
Sweetwater. So we have 26 liters and 60.
I mean, here.
That's pretty damn light.
This one is our own molded custom frame. So
Okay.
carries a load incredibly well.
So there you go. That's what a framed pack is these days.
Yeah.
Anyone else doing this that you're aware of?
Not like this, no. Definitely.
That's pretty cool. Nice little lumbar curve there. That's
Yep.
really cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love the Q-Core Deluxe. It's my favorite mattress. Best night's sleep I've ever had. Let's keep moving. Not only do we have amazing retailers here selling products, we also have food. Obviously, people have got to eat, we've got to drink, so these guys are providing coffees. And my favorite German food, the Butterbrezel. Thank you very much. Look how much butter we have on the pretzel. Oh, that's good. That's some good coverage. Pretty happy with that. Okay, and I think I'll have a black coffee as well. That's a good looking long bite. So another one of the big themes this year at Outdoor Expo is sustainability and diversity. And in particular, I want to talk to Margot from Opening Up the Outdoors, because she had a talk yesterday, which was really interesting. I decided to corner her for a minute, and she can share a little bit about this organization, Opening Up the Outdoors, and how important it is, especially in Europe. Hi, Margot.
Hi there. Opening Up the Outdoors is a non-profit organization, and we're basically a collective of brands, experts, allies, and change makers in the space of diversifying the outdoors, specifically for people of color in a European context. To do that, we are supported by a bunch of brands. Our founders are Patagonia, the North Face, Vivo Barefoot, and then we have Adidas Terex and Arc'teryx as well. We recently also joined by Osprey and Salomon, who joined us as well.
That's so good to see big brands jumping on this as well, because if you're looking at this from a United States perspective, it's more about the cottage brands who are really supporting these kind of movements. And so it's great to see this happening from a larger brand perspective.
That's a conversation that they are really embracing in the US already, and that they are really asking us to bring to that European space as well. Because of sort of historical, cultural reasons, it's very controversial to even ask questions about ethnicity. And a lot of European countries are sort of naturally or sort of historically as well treating an issue of inclusion and diversity from sort of color-blind perspective, which to some extent works towards diversity and inclusion. But we feel we have to be able, if we want to empower specific communities, we have to be able to identify the barriers that specific communities are facing to get out into the outdoors, and not sort of treat the person who might have come to Europe as a refugee, or a person who is a black person but has been here for generations and generations, not sort of try and treat them the same way to create access to the outdoors, because the barriers and sort of cultural as well as other barriers might be very different. And we have to sort of be able to accept the differences, I think, to be able to really move forward in these conversations.
Yeah. If there's more people in the outdoors who are enjoying it and valuing the outdoors, they're likely to vote according to that. So if there's a national park that's in danger, if there's a public space that could be green instead of a car park, then those people are going to vote for their interests, and hopefully their interest is in the outdoors.
Yeah, that's supported by research as well. I think people who are more engaged with outdoor activity are more likely to protect the environment as well, which also from sort of a climate perspective is very important that we work on that. For us, sort of these topics go hand in hand. Diversity in the industry, in the leadership, as well as on a community level is things that we have to tackle to be able to progress and basically sort of make a better world.
How do we keep up to speed with what you guys are doing?
I think absolutely follow us. We're on Instagram primarily. We really try to build a community of people of color out in the outdoors in Europe. And so we post a lot of really cool things that they're doing.
If you consider yourself an influencer and you feel like this is a message that you want to share, maybe you can reach out.
Great.
Okay, we're at the Scandinavian Village, probably some of the best coffee at the Expo. And this is where all of the Scandinavian brands are hanging out. So we've got all kinds of interesting stuff happening here. Let's go and have a look. This is Light My Fire from Sweden. I'm not the best at lighting fires. Let's see how we do. I'm really struggling to get this thing started. Maybe we need a little bit of an expert to show us how it's done. Hi. Do you want to light my fire?
Okay.
So what are you doing here? You're making some tinder.
I'm making some tinder. It contains 80% resin, so it's really easy to light a fire with.
And this is the first product from Light My Fire, right?
It started with Maya sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you started just making sticks, because I always looked at this brand and I was like, well, that's a cool name, but I wonder how they got the name. Ooh, there we go. Nice work. A roaring fire, sir. Best to be safe.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming all this way. Love your stuff.
Thank
you. And hey, Dorf.
Hello.
Okay, what else do we have? This is super cool. Like this Exoskeleton, super light, I'm assuming packable kayak. Like how cool is this? Sweet. Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to take it down a series of rapids, but getting on the lake for sure. So the thing is that most people here are retailers. They're coming to sell and make connections, but there is a few people that come just out of interest. I guess I'm kind of one of them. So it's interesting that you guys just decided to kind of sneak in here, but also maybe like get a feel for the market. Is that what that's about?
Basically, we don't actually have like a stand yet or anything. We're just here kind of exploring because we founded a startup recently. And we're both students, we're both trail runners and endurance sports athletes. Care about the environment, we care about our community. We kind of realized that a lot of the trail running snacks we were eating don't really comply with those values at all. Because first of all, I don't know, as like a student or as students, we can't really afford to fuel off of just that. And then the other aspect is so much single-use plastic is being wasted.
If you go around the mountains, you'll see those little tabs that come off from like gels or whatever. So you guys are actually working on something that would prevent that, right?
Exactly. The idea is to get rid completely of single-use plastic in the trail. So we are designing currently reusable packaging that are directly compatible with the dry mixes we're developing that can be turned into semi-liquid or solid food.
What's it called?
Très fort.
Très fort.
Okay. We'll put out the logo. That's super cool.
We're really just kind of, spreading our feelers, getting a feel for the market, for what the vibe is. Also, if actually people think our idea is good or if it's just us. So testing assumptions, talking to other athletes and like-minded people.
Have a good time. Enjoy the rest of the expo.
You too.
What else do we got around here? This looks interesting. Let's go and talk to these guys. Looks like it's some kind of tick protection. Hey, how you doing? I'm Chase.
Hey, it's Peter.
Peter.
Fine.
So we have Peter and Peter, both Peter. Where are you guys from?
Seriously, Hungary, from Hungary.
Okay, cool. So what we have is essentially a tick protection device, right?
Yes, it is. It's a device with electronics, so no chemicals. All our devices are chemical-free, battery operated, and they keep away the ticks with a specific sound of 40 kilohertz frequency. And this sound is designed to attack the sense organ of the ticks.
Wow.
So in this environment, ticks won't feel or see anything. They just want to run away from the range of the device.
That's super smart. How long have you guys been operating?
Around 14 years.
14 years this existed and I had no idea about it.
Yeah, our core market is a pet market. That's our core market. If you have a dog, you know that you must protect the dog against ticks and fleas. And since we sell good on the pet market, we started to discover the outdoor market, let's say.
Is there a lot of ticks in Hungary?
Yeah, whole Europe actually. Yeah, also in Hungary.
I've only had a tick like once or twice here in Europe, but being Australian, I've had my fair share of ticks.
It has a 2.5 meter range, so the whole sound is surrounds your body or the dog's body, so it keeps away the ticks from every angle.
And obviously the dog can't hear it, but the tick is definitely hearing it.
Yeah, so we people hear the sound up to 20 kilohertz.
And the last thing you want is Lyme disease. That shit is messed up.
Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah. Or
Okay.
Yeah.
Peter, thanks guys. This is Tickless. Go and check it out. Thank you very much. We'll see you around. Honestly, this experience has been so great. I've had such a good time. I've met some amazing people. I also got to speak for about 40 minutes on breathing and performance. So if you want to check that out, I will leave it here. You can watch that. That's all for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the summit.